Hello and welcome to Dream Life Designer, where I help you reach your goals and make your dreams a reality. I'm Lauren, and in this video you will learn how to fit more reading into your life. I come out with new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and click on the bell so that you get notified of those videos when they come out. And also, if you find this video helpful, be sure to like it and to leave a comment below. That way the YouTube algorithms will be able to share it with more people who might find it helpful in their lives as well. I am a huge proponent of reading. It is such a great way to learn. If you're trying to achieve a goal and there are certain things you need to learn and figure out to reach it, you can learn from so many people who've gone before you. You can learn from experts, you can learn from people who started in your spot and got to where you want to go. So it's so useful for achieving your goals and dreams. Also, reading is just fun. You can escape into different worlds, live different experiences, see what it's like to be a doctor or a wizard or whatever it is that you're interested in. So it's a fascinating way to just learn more about the world or to just escape from the world. But if you are a busy person, if you're trying to achieve a lot, then it can be tough to find time to fit in reading. So this video, I'm going to be sharing some tips on how you can fit more reading into your life. The first tip is to always have a book with you. So if you have a purse you carry with you or a backpack, a computer bag, whatever it is that you carry around with you, put a book in there so you always have a book with you. Or you could carry a tablet with you if you like to read electronic books. As a last resort, you could put a book on your phone, a digital book on your phone, but I recommend against this if possible, because if you're pulling out your phone to look at a book, it's likely that you'll get distracted by a notification or an email or some other thing that you'll end up spending time looking at, and then you won't actually get to reading your book. So if possible, try to have an actual tangible book with you, or to have some type of tablet that is specifically for reading your book that you don't use for other things. Once you have a book with you at all times wherever you are, you can make the most of lull times, dead times, where there's nothing else going on, where you're just waiting. There are so many little times like that where you can pull out your book and get a little reading done. If you ride public transportation, you can read on the bus or whatever it is you take. If you're waiting in a doctor's office in the waiting room, or for some other appointment, you can pull out your book and read it. If you're going to your kid's soccer game and it hasn't started yet and you're waiting for them to come out, you can pull out your book and read there. Or if you're waiting to pick up your kid from an activity, you can read in the car while you're waiting. If you take your dog to go get it groomed somewhere, while the dog's getting groomed, you can pull out your book and read a little. So have a book with you, so whenever those times where you're just waiting around pop up, you can pull your book out and get some reading done. Another tip is to strategically place books around your home. So at home, you're not going to have your book on you at all times. Yes, you might have a book in the other room that you're reading, but it's not that convenient always to go get the book from the other room. So you could leave a book in your kitchen. That way, if you are waiting for the oven to warm up and you're just kind of standing around for a little bit or waiting for a batch of cookies to finish baking, you can read in your book. Or if you are just grabbing a quick snack, sometimes you might just feel a little munchy and want to grab a quick snack, and you can read your book a little bit while you're munching on that snack. It might also be a good idea to have a book by your couch or wherever it is that you sit to relax. Just seeing it there might encourage you more to pick it up and read when you have a moment here or there. Or if you finished watching a TV show, it might seem more enticing to pick up that book. Or if you're waiting for someone and you're sitting on your couch. So that's a great place to put it. Another place, not as glamorous, that you could put a book is in the bathroom. People spend a lot of time in there, so you can actually get a lot of good reading done while you're in the bathroom. Another place to be putting a book, and maybe you have this in your home or maybe it's at the gym so you take your book with you, but is if you use a exercise machine of some sort that doesn't require a lot of thought and doesn't really require your hands. You could read a book if you're doing a treadmill, a stair climber, a stationary bike, an elliptical, any of those kind of mindless exercises that maybe you'd be watching a show while you're doing it, you can pull out your book and read your book. Another way to get in more reading is to set aside time, even if it's just 15 minutes every day. Maybe it's 15 minutes in the morning, or 15 minutes at lunch, or 15 minutes at the end of the day. But think about what's going to work best for you. Some people are really tired at the end of the day, so they're going to be falling asleep and not really getting much out of their book. They'll read the same paragraph over and over because they keep zoning out. Or if you're the type of person who really gets into your book and would want to stay up and read it all night long, maybe that's not the best time to do it either, because you do need to get your sleep too. But try to fit in some time to read each day. identify a time that you could fit in even just a little bit of time to get some reading done. Another way to fit in a ton of reading, this is one of my favorites, is to use audiobooks. Now, I know audiobooks aren't as nice as flipping through a tangible book, which I love to do. I love to sit cozied up with some tea and read a book, but they still can help you get so much reading done. They're great for nonfiction books, for light reading. Not the best if you have heavier reading to do, or if it's a book that you just love, that you're really excited about reading. You might want to save those for the actual tangible book. But for the other type of reading, especially if it's something you're trying to reach a goal and it's going to help you reach that goal, to hear what someone else has done, or you need to learn something, as long as you're able to pay attention enough to get that out of it, audiobooks are a great way to go. There are so many opportunities to fit in listening to an audiobook throughout your day. You can do it while you get ready in the morning, when you're getting dressed, when you're doing your makeup and your hair. You can do it while you're driving in your car. You can do it while you're exercising, as long as it's something where you're going to be safe. You know, if you're exercising on a busy road and you need to hear, maybe don't do it there. Make sure it's somewhere where you're safe. But you could do it most exercising, like the ones where you would be reading an actual book. Even exercises where you might need your hands, like if you're doing weightlifting machines or just weightlifting, you could do an audiobook. You can listen to audiobooks while you cook dinner, while you wash dishes. You can do it while you're folding laundry or cleaning your house. So there are so many opportunities when you're doing other things anyway, but they're kind of mindless things. Now, I don't recommend listening to an audiobook while you're trying to get work done or you're doing something that uses more brain power, because studies are showing that multitasking, in the sense of trying to accomplish lots of different things that use your brain at the same time, doesn't work that well. It's not as efficient. But if it's an activity where you don't really use your brain much anyway, it's just kind of a road activity like washing the dishes, then put on an audiobook and you can get so much done. And if it's an activity you don't really enjoy, listen to an audiobook that you do really enjoy when you're doing that activity. That way you'll be motivated to get that activity done, because you'll be looking forward to the book you get to listen to instead of, oh, I have to wash dishes again, right? You get to listen to your book and you're excited for that time to get some reading done. Audiobooks are really accessible as long as you have a phone or a computer or a CD player. Any types of those things, it's really easy to get your hands on audiobooks. If you have a pretty tight budget, you can go to the library. They have audiobooks on CD you can check out. Public libraries also have digital apps that you can download on your phone or your computer or your tablet, where you can listen to digital books. So you don't even have to go to the library to check it out. You can just check it out on your computer, on your phone, and listen to it. Now, libraries do have a limited amount of books. If you're in a larger city, there may be a lot of books available for you through your library system. But if you live in a smaller area, it might be more limited. And sometimes, too, with libraries, they don't have some of the newest books that come out, or if they do, there's a very long waiting line, very long hold process before you can actually get the book to listen to. So you don't get the book always when you want to get the book. So that is a drawback to libraries. Another thing, if you're on a budget, is there are a lot of books that are in the public domain that you can actually get free online. So if you go on your computer and you search free audiobook public domain, you will be able to find those. You can download them, you can listen to them online. There's a lot of different resources for that, so you can check that out. But again, those are going to be books in the public domain, which means they're probably pretty old books. So if you're into classics, then that's a great option to do. But if it's a modern book you want to listen to, you're probably not going to find it that way. Now, if you do have a little bit of money to spend on audiobooks, there are a couple different choices. You can just go buy an audiobook CD at the store, or buy an audiobook itself and download it. There are also some subscription services you can use. A great choice is Audible. It has a large range of audiobooks. It's actually the largest library of audiobooks available. So you're going to have newer audiobooks as well as older audiobooks. An Audible subscription includes one audiobook a month from the huge library that they have, as well as 2 Audible originals. So that's original content that Amazon makes for their Audible platform, which includes comedy, talks, kind of like podcast type things, news. So there are a lot of different choices there. If you're interested in trying out Audible, I'll put a link below, and if you use that link, you can get your first month free with Audible to try it out, and you also get an extra audiobook that first month. So if you're interested in that, check below for that link. Another option is Kindle Unlimited, which is another subscription service through Amazon, but it's not just audiobooks. So if you are interested in reading digital books, if you have a tablet or you want to read ebooks on your phone, then that can be a great choice to use. Kindle Unlimited, like the name says, allows unlimited reading and listening to the books in their library. They do have a bit more limited selection than Audible does, but they still have over 1 million books and they have a wider array than your library probably does, so that would be a good choice if you want some more options with your reading. And again, that one's unlimited versus Audible where you get a certain limited amount each month. If you're interested in trying out Kindle Unlimited, I also have a link below that can give you a month free to Kindle Unlimited. And for a limited time, as I'm making this video, it actually will give you 3 months for just 99 cents if you want to try that out, to try it for a bit longer amount of time. But that is limited time. So if you're watching this video a bit later, you probably can still get the 1 month for free, but there might not be the 3 months available at 99 cents anymore. So you can check that out below. But whichever way you choose to do it, getting more reading into your life, whether it's carrying a book around with you, leaving books around your house, reading while you're exercising, listening to audiobooks from your library or from Audible or Kindle Unlimited, whatever way you choose, fitting more reading into your life can be a great way to help you reach your goals and to live your dream life. You can do it for fun, you can do it for growth, you can do it for accomplishment and to reach your dreams. So which one of these are you going to try? Which one stands out to you that you're like, ooh, that could work for me? Leave that below in the comments. And if there's any that I missed, if there's another way you love to get reading into your life, please leave that in the comment below too, because it's always great to have more ideas. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and share it with a friend. Also remember to subscribe and click on the bell so that you'll be notified when I come out with new videos that will help you reach your goals and live your dream life. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.